The family place was created because women were dying at the hands of men who were supposed to love them. Until 1978, there were no services in Dallas to help women and children escape abuse in their home. Violence against women by a husband or boyfriend was considered a family issue, not something the public was interested in addressing. Providing a hotline and safe emergency shelter is where we started. We have added programs as the needs of our clients have changed, and the community has recognized the need for the critical services we provide. We need to find a way to meet the sharp rise in demand for our services and to protect our clients as lethality against women escalates in our community. The increase in victims served is in part due to life-saving endeavors being used by the Dallas Police Department on domestic violence calls. Officers assess lethality in the field, and when victims are in grave danger, the officer calls the family place to get the victim into shelter or counseling. Our hotline calls doubled after the program began, and our shelter is filled beyond capacity. The family place constantly seeks ways to tackle problems differently, utilizing best practices in service delivery and innovative approaches. For example, we often serve as a fiscal agent for collaborative state and federal grants, taking the organizational risk to do what is best for the whole community. Staff at the family place frequently provide leadership to task forces and coalitions that coordinate services in the community. We have an experienced and engaged board of directors that not only monitors our success, but has also put in place over the years the framework for success through long-range planning and expert volunteer involvement at every level of the organization. This leadership pushes our staff to find innovative ways to solve problems and lives by the motto, "If you think small, you will get small results." Effectiveness of services directly relates to the quality of services. We hire the most qualified staff possible, invest in training and professional development, and strive to compensate them at levels that will reduce turnover and staff attrition. Success at the family place means no one who accesses our services dies at the hands of a loved one, batterers do not repeat their abusive behavior after being in our program, and victims increase their knowledge about intimate partner violence and have a better sense of safety. The family place has a director of program evaluation who has developed objectives and evaluation methods for every program of the organization. We primarily utilize pre- and post-test surveys. We track these on a monthly basis and work to reach best practice benchmarks established by experts in the field. The family place is the only domestic violence organization in Dallas that can shelter boys up to the age of 18 in the room with their moms. We are also unique in that we serve all forms of family violence, not just dating or marital abuse. And because we built our safe campus to our specifications, we can house families with as many as 8 children. Our greatest accomplishment is the fact that in our 35 years of service, we have prevented hundreds of deaths due to family violence. To our knowledge, only 5 women have died who have been served by our programs. Knowing the lethality of family violence, this fact gives us immense satisfaction. I frequently hear from women and men whose lives have changed because of our work. When someone says to you, "I would have been dead without the family place," you know you have made an impact. Sustaining our organization at the level required by the community is our greatest challenge. Because we have committed to the Dallas Police Department to not turn a victim away, we must raise more funds. We have recently established a foundation for the family place to build a funding legacy and to endow our programming. We would increase our capacity to shelter clients during times of extreme demand by finding alternative housing that could be used as needed. Another opportunity we would pursue with additional funding would be to expand our bullying and teen dating violence prevention programs. An investment in prevention will ultimately help reduce the demand for emergency shelter. Economic empowerment is the key to helping a woman escape a violent home and break the cycle of violence that passes from generation to generation. With additional resources, we would implement a job training, placement, and mentoring program.